Well, hello everyone. This is Robert. Still fighting my cold. I wanted to make a few adjustments here in my Thunderstone Advanced game. I could blame it on all the medicine I've been taking, but hey, I probably would have made these mistakes anyway. The mistakes are rather minor. Back in turn 17, I believe, of my last video, we let the shaman through, and instead we fought the ogre and lost, knowing that we were going to lose. But I neglected to take into account an aftermath effect. When I lost that battle, I would have needed to destroy a hero with strength 3 or less. And from my deck, that would have been the regular. I would have had a choice between a regular and a summoner, and I would choose the regular with his strength of 3. So I am going to remove him from the game now to correct that issue. I'm going to move on to the next situation right now. Another situation with an ogre came up in a previous turn. When we battled an ogre and needed to destroy one hero with strength 3 or less, as we made the previous correction to remove the regular on a different turn, I believe it was turn 20, I had eliminated the summoner. The other hero in my hand in that turn was the cleric, and she has a strength of 4. So that was the only strength 3 hero that I had, and therefore she was eliminated. However, I made a mistake and didn't make use of the Thunderstone shard. And I could have given her a strength plus 2. And that would have saved her. Since I didn't have any weapons over here in my game that had required a high strength, each of these required a strength of 3, I had sort of been totally dismissing and not paying attention at all to that extra perk from the Thunderstone shard. But that would have saved her. So, to balance things out and give myself the most accurate feel of the game, I'm going to put her back in my discard pile and save her as if I had used the Thunderstone shard correctly. So, corrections made. One regular is out for a round when I didn't remove a hero, and the summoner is back because she would have been saved by the Thunderstone shard. I also, I don't know if it's evident on the video, but I had also misread the Ranger's second level abilities. Switching position of 2 adjacent monsters, that's unchanged. There's actually no change there. I don't know why, but I thought I was able to make use of the power twice when I leveled up, but that's not true. That one's unchanged. What you get for the level 2 is the ability to reveal the top card of the dungeon deck, and you may attack it as if you were there. How would this work in a solo game? I guess I would say that if I attacked the top card and eliminated a monster for that round, then the line, I'm just going to say the line wouldn't move down because a monster had been eliminated. So I guess that's how I'll make use of it. So there we go. I think that clears things up, at least for myself. And thank you for all the feedback and comments to help catch some of those things. Those were oversights. So we'll continue on with the game right away. Alright, this is Robert back with you, ready to begin turn 23. I do have to tell you that my son came in here and touched my cards just a little bit over on the side. So I am hoping that nothing got misplaced, but that's a hazard that just comes along with having a 4-year-old and doing this kind of format where I don't play through the entire game in one sitting. So hopefully everything is in order. I think it is. 6 cards to begin this turn. And we've got 2 torches and a Thunderstone shard, 1 regular. This one will only be good to us if we go to the village, so let's put him over to the side. And then we've got our bolter, our highest level hero, I think. And she's got a unique dungeon ability. We could actually wipe out the monster in the first rank. So on their own, without her ability, we've got an attack power of 5, and that's not going to cut it. That's not going to be enough with these monsters here. But I think we can use the bolter's ability to our advantage. Let's use our ranger dungeon ability and switch the Etten with the charred Bruin. He's going to be worth more victory points. And picking my battles wisely, if you see his ability here, if you're in battle with him, he's going to destroy a hero without magical attack, and then after the battle is resolved, he's going to destroy a hero without physical attack. And if you look at my current hand, that would wipe out both of my heroes. And I certainly don't want to do that. So we go to the dungeon, we shift him into rank 1, then we use her dungeon ability to take him out before the battle really starts. So we're not going to get XP for killing him, but we will take him out, sort of canceling his abilities here, and then we just don't get the XP for it, but we do get the victory points. So that's what we're going to do for this turn. And it says after you use the bolter's ability, your turn ends. So these monsters go down, and the Drake Clan Laird appears. And that will end turn 23. Turn 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. We have our knight with a physical attack of 5. We have a long spear. We have a summoner. Then we have our level 2 cleric. Charred Bruin, which will help us if we go to the village. And then we've got these weapons. Well, let's see how we're doing without weapons at this point. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 attack power. That's good. That could get us the Charred Bruin right away. If we equip the spear, we'll get 11. Is that right? Yes. 11 attack power. And let me think about whether I want to use the crossbow or not. Thinking about taking this guy down. Says we have to destroy a card. What would I destroy? Maybe I would destroy the spear? It's the only thing I can think of. Why don't we go ahead and go to the dungeon and we'll fight the Charred Bruin. And we've definitely got enough attack power and light to take him out. Because even without the spear, we've got 10. So this will allow us to destroy a card, or I'm sorry, this will make us destroy a card in battle. So we're going to destroy the long spear. But we defeat the Charred Bruin, goes into our discard pile, and that's going to basically end the turn. So the monsters shift down, and then we see what's coming next. Drake Clan Ambusher. I keep forgetting to use the new ability I have where I can reveal the top card of the dungeon deck. But maybe I'll remember next turn. By the way, defeating the Charred Bruin will grant us 2 experience points. So we'll put those there. Heading into turn 25. Turn 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 1 card left. And we have Curse. A Sergeant. This is not very good, is it? How much could we buy if we went to the village? Only 4 gold pieces worth. Well, we could go to the village and discard 2 cards to destroy the curse. If I try to fight right now, I'm basically at -1 to attack, and I'm only going to have I don't know, I could discard 2 cards in the dungeon. I could discard these 2. They're not destroyed, just discarded. And that would get rid of this curse. So that would allow him to be at full attack power. But it's a gamble to see what I would get if I drew 3 cards. Let me think about this. I think I'm going to take a gamble. I'm going to take a chance and go to the dungeon. So we are in the dungeon. We've got our sergeant. And I'm going to use a dungeon ability here to discard 2 cards. I'm going to put these in the discard pile where they would go anyway and get rid of this curse. So that's going to go on the bottom of the curse deck up top. Then I'm going to use my dungeon ability for my avatar and shift the Hellhound down. I would rather fight the Hellhound than the 2-headed ogre. And then while we're there, let's use the ability to reveal the top card. This is the guy we're after. Strumpst. He's the guardian of the Thunderstone. I mean, we could try to attack him because that's the part of the ability that I have, but right now he's just revealed. And I think we have to defeat him to win the game. So here we are, Sergeant. And then we've got this mass teleport. And once we use this card, we can't use dungeon abilities anymore. But you may still equip weapons. So I'm going to hang on to this. Let's use the teleport. I've only got 1 card in my hand right now, so I need to reshuffle my deck. Okay. That's 3 cards that we would have gotten from the teleport. Well, let's see, the teleport wouldn't have been thrown away in the discard. Alright, so we've used our mass teleport, and here are the 3 new cards. No dungeon abilities from now on. Wow. Not enough to help. We've got the Sergeant, and we can give him the Snakehead Flail, but we don't have any other support for him. So I think this is a lost battle. So we lose the fight with the Hellhound. We couldn't pull that one off. So it says in battle with the Hellhound, we gain a curse. So we draw a new curse. This goes into our discard pile. And what else? In the aftermath, if we did not defeat this card, we gain another curse. So we are cursed again. So we draw another curse. Curse of Discord. Well, that was not very good. So what do we do now? The Hellhound escapes and attacks the village. The monsters move down, including the Thunderstone bearer, and that will end turn 25. Turn 26. 6 cards. Wow, absolutely. I was going to say no heroes whatsoever, but we have a regular and torches. We've got a rather decent amount of gold if we wanted to go to the village. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's not so bad. But with our attack right now, I've only got 3 attack, and we've got the Etten in the front row, and the Drake Clan Laird is next, and he's going to be pumped up by the other kobold. So his health is actually 11. Yeah. I think we're going to have to go to the village here. Let's spend a turn and go to the village. And we're going to use a village ability. We're going to put this back on top of our deck. We can actually draw this again next turn. And let's spend some gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 gold. Let me see what I want to get. I think because I'm having more and more of these defeated monsters come into my deck, I think I'm going to buy another mass teleport, so I have a better chance of drawing some cards that will help me out. So that's what I'm going to buy. And while I am here in the village, let's level up our regular. I'm going to spend 2 experience points and level him up. Let's get the Elf Ranger. She's strength 5. That might protect her from some of the ogres. But let's get her. And he's out of the game. And I think that will do it for turn 26. Actually, not quite. We've got to let the 2-headed ogre free. Unleash him on the village. And the others move down. Now, let me take a look at his ability again. When refilling the hall, he does not move forward to an empty rank until the dungeon deck is depleted. You fill the rank in front of him instead. So he's hanging back here in the darkness, like that. And the next one, the Higher Viper is going to take that rank instead, so he's not going to move down. At least that's how I'm understanding it. He's trying to protect himself as much as possible back there. Alright, turn 27. This may be my last one. Six cards. Let's see. Got a level 2 cleric. And a spear. Let's hang on to that. What's our attack power? 3, 4, 5. We can't really buy anything much in the village. So maybe we ought to try to go to the dungeon. Let's commit ourselves to going to the dungeon. And we're going to use our dungeon ability to shift the ambusher forward. Yeah, at least he's worth a positive victory point. And we're only going to need to deal with that darkness penalty of 1 and a strength of 4. So that will negate the darkness. Her attack power is going to be 3, 4, 5. So yes, we can actually do that without needing... I mean, we'll go ahead and equip the spear, but we don't really need to draw his ability. So we'll leave that unused. And while we're in the dungeon, let's take a look and see what's back here. Blazing Grimalkin is on his way. Remember, that's from my avatar ability. So we're going to fight. And we're going to take out the Drake Clan ambusher so that he will not be helping the Drake Clan laird. So he is eliminated. We get 1 experience point for that. And it is time now to move these guys on down. And the Blazing Grimalkin is going to walk past the Thunderstone bearer. And that will end the turn.